Allison. I'm the Programs Outreach and Youth Services Manager here at Monterey County Free Libraries. Thank you for joining me this evening for another episode of Book Chat. Tonight I'm going to be chatting with you about a book in our nonfiction collection, and it is called 50 Places to Travel with Your Dog Before You Die. Dog experts share the world's greatest destinations. And this is put together by Chris Santella and DC Helmuth. It was a very interesting book. I love traveling with my dogs, and so of course I was interested in it. These places aren't all in the United States, so that cut out a bunch of places. I don't see myself traveling overseas with my dogs, but it does talk a lot about the different requirements that you need to meet in order to take your dogs with you overseas, which was really interesting. And something cool about this book itself, and one of the people who compiled this book, is that they have done a ton of different books with this same theme of 50 places to whatever before you die. So there's stuff like 50 places to practice yoga, rock climb, surf, all these different adventures that you can go on, and they're all put together by different contributors. So, of course, one of the main places that I looked at were the places in California that are highlighted in this book. And they look at Marin County, Palm Springs, San Diego, San Francisco, and the one that I was most interested in was Yosemite. And I was most interested in Yosemite, one, because I like to go to Yosemite, but also because I had always been under the impression that Yosemite was a completely off-limits spot for dogs. And often when I would be there, I would see dogs around, and so I would kind of be like, oh, they're breaking the rules. So it was very interesting to see Yosemite listed in here and to learn more about Yosemite's dog policies. So come to find out, Yosemite isn't completely anti-dog. There are a lot of restrictions due to the conservation that's going on in Yosemite, but there were places that you could go. And so I'll show you what these sections look like. So they're divided up into different chapters, and it says who's recommended the place, which contributor. They all have a picture of the contributor's dog in the location, which is really fun to look at. And then at the end, there is a section called If You Go, which gives tips of what you should know before you go to the place. So this tip has things like how to get there, the supplies you might need, which lists out that there are no pet stores inside Yosemite, talks about accommodations, the best time to visit, stuff like that. And in the sections about countries overseas, it also will talk about the different kinds of things that you might need to look into if you're traveling with a dog overseas. The front has a little 2-page spread about traveling internationally with your dog, and it talks about some of the requirements that the different countries have, which is really interesting to know and learn more about. So this is just a really fun book. If you're a dog lover like me and you like to travel around with your dog, you're probably gonna want to check this out. Again, it's called 50 Places to Travel with Your Dog Before You Die, and we have it in our collection. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.